Welcome back, dear. Right? This paragraph, I hope this will be clear for you. It was not an easy job to get twigs and saplings for Kari. I had to climb all kinds of trees to get most delicate and tender twigs because the elephant Kari likes only tender twigs. In a tree, if you see a tree, do you think all the leaves will be tender in that? No, isn't it? So, some leaves will be tender and some leaves will be matured. So, the tender twigs alone he will pluck and he will go on to the next tree. As the elephant Kari was very fond of the young branches of the banyan tree, which grows like a cathedral of leaves. You all know how a banyan tree will look because it's our national tree, right? And the branches will be very big. I was gathering some from the banyan tree. Who was gathering some? This boy was gathering some tender twigs from the banyan tree. So, one spring day in March, when I suddenly heard Kari was calling me. How it will call? It will trumpet in a different style. For calling, it will have a different style. You are also shouting, na? When you are calling your mother, you will say, Mama. If you are in danger, then your call will be different, that everyone can able to identify. Same way, I suddenly heard Kari calling me in a distance. Let us see what happens, right? Now, as he was still very young, the call was more like that of a baby than an elephant. For him, for this boy, it seems to be like a baby's voice. I thought somebody was hurting him. So, I came down from my tree and ran very fast to the edge of the forest where I had left him. But he was not there. Oh God, what happened? I looked all around, but I couldn't find him. The boy was searching for the elephant. He left in one corner, isn't it? Corner of the forest, one edge of the forest. But at that time it was there. Now, elephant was not there. So, the boy was searching. He was very afraid. Let us see what happened. I went near the edge of the water. Oh, and I saw a black something struggling above its surface. Water surface, above the water surface. Something is struggling like a black thing. Then it rose. So, now can you able to see my hand, a part of my hand in water? Assume that this is in water. Then when you see something in water alone, can you able to identify whether it is snake or some other animal or something else? We cannot find it very clearly because only some sort of black thing is alone visible. Struggling above its surface. Struggling, that means it was in danger, right? Then it rose higher. And it was the trunk of my elephant. Whose elephant? Kari. So, I thought he was drowning. He is going inside the, drowning means going inside the river. But I was helpless because I couldn't jump into the water and save that 400 pounds of him. Can you able to lift an elephant? Do you think it is a good idea to jump into the water and just catch the elephant like a baby and come out of the river? No, it is not at all possible for you, for an young boy, for 11 years boy to jump into the water and just take that 400 pounds of elephant. And since he was much higher than me, here I refers to the boy. But I saw his back raise above the water, and the moment he caught my eye, he began to trumpet and struggle up to the shore. So what happens now? Can you able to imagine, can you able to visualize what happened actually? When the boy is going into the river, he saw a black something actually struggling on its surface. Actually it was the trunk of the elephant. Okay, he thought that elephant was drowning into the water, but actually it was not struggling to drown into the water. It is coming up, okay, since he is much higher than I, but I saw him back raising above. If it is drowning, it will go inside, isn't it? But here the back is raising above. That means what? It is not drowning. It is trying to do something. What is that? And the moment he caught my eye, so immediately Kari saw that boy. The moment he caught my eye, he began to trumpet and struggle up to the shore. The Kari tries to come to the shore, near the shore, then still trumpeting, still it was shouting. He pushed me into the water. The Kari, the elephant Kari is trying to push that boy into the water, and as I fell into the stream, Kana, can you able to guess what had happened? Can you able to guess from this paragraph? See, I went near the edge of the water and I saw a black something struggling above its surface. Then it rose higher and it was the trunk of my elephant. I thought he was drowning. I was helpless because I could not jump into the water and save the 400 pounds of him, since he was much higher than I. But I saw his back rise above the water, and the moment he caught my eye, he began to trumpet and struggle up to the shore. Then still trumpeting, he pushed me into the water, and as I fell into the stream, what happened here? Can you able to guess? Yes. Let us see. I saw a boy lying flat on the bottom of the river. So I saw a boy lying flat on the bottom of the river. Bottom of the river. Really it is horrible. He had not altogether touched bottom, but he was somewhat afloat. He is not touching the bottom. He was floating. Assume that this is the bottom of the river. He is not touching the bottom. He was floating. He was afloat. He is going down. I came to the surface of the water to take my breath, and there Kari was standing, his feet planted in the sand bank and his trunk stretched out like a hand waiting for mine. So it is trying to see here. Can you able to see the trunk? This is the boy. The boy was catching another boy, right? That this boy was a person in trouble. Okay, he was drowning into the water. So now who is helping? Kari was helping the boy, and the boy in turn helped another boy who was in trouble. Understood here? I saw a boy lying flat on the bottom of the river. He had not altogether touched bottom, but he was somewhat afloat. I came to the surface of the water to take my breath. Catching that boy, this 11 years old boy came out to take a breath, and there Kari was standing, his feet planted in the sand bank and his trunk stretched out like a hand waiting for mine. I dived again. I dived. I went inside the water. Diving, we saw in kite poem in 6th standard itself, you could have read diving. Dived down again and pulled the body of the drowning boy to the surface. But not being a good swimmer, this boy is not a good swimmer. I could not swim ashore, but he can able to lift that boy. And not being a good swimmer, I could not swim ashore, and the slow current was already dragging me down. and moreover Kari is there to help, right? So altogether all three are in a safe zone, right? Now shall we read the paragraph again? I saw a boy lying flat on the bottom of the river. I hope you understood the paragraph. If you have any doubt, please try to read this poem and re-see it again. He had not altogether touched the bottom. He's not touched the bottom, but was somewhat afloat. I came to the surface of the water to take a breath, and there Kari was standing. Okay, his feet planted on in the sandbank and his trunk stretched out like a hand waiting for mine. I dived again and pulled the body of the drowning boy to the surface, but not being a good swimmer, I could not swim ashore, and the slow current was already dragging me down. Now this boy went out, right? Seeing us drift by in the current, Kari, who was usually slow and ponderous, suddenly darted down like a hawk and came halfway into the water, where I saw him stretch out his trunk again. I raised up my hand to catch it, and it slipped. God, seeing us drift by in the current, Kari, who was usually slow and ponderous, suddenly darted is quick movement, suddenly darted down like a hawk and came halfway in the water, where I saw him stretch out his trunk again. So it is stretching its trunk to just, it is saying in words what it is saying. Catch my trunk and I will stretch you back. Right? That is what is the wording. It is trying to convey that message. I raised up my hand to catch the trunk, but it slipped. I found myself going under the water again, because whenever a person is drowning, he'll be heavy. Even this boy is also 11-year-old boy. He is also very small. So it is difficult for this 11-year boy to lift another one boy who is drowning. Right? Can you able to understand here? Right? But this time I found that the water was not very deep. So I sank to the bottom of the river and doubled my feet under me, and then suddenly kicked the riverbed and so shot upwards like an arrow, in spite of the fact that I was holding the drowning boy with my hand. As my body rose above the water, I felt a lasso around my neck. Lasso, something around the neck. This frightened me. I thought some water animal was going to swallow me. I heard Kari squealing, and I knew it was his trunk about my neck. He pulled us both ashore. So this time I found the water was not very deep. So I sank. Sank means what? Sink means going inside. Now sank means, sink past tense is sank, right? Past tense for sink is sank. So he sank at the bottom of the river, and I doubled my feet, just keep my feet and raised like a rocket, feet under me, then suddenly kicked the riverbed and so shot upwards like an arrow, in spite of the fact that I was holding a boy, drowning boy with my hand. My body rose above the water. Okay, little bit above the water. I felt, when comes above, what happens? That time, who is there to help you out? Kari is there to help out, right? This frightened me. Immediately when you find a person or something around your neck, it frightened the boy that some water animal is going to swallow. Heard the Kari squealing. So he pulled us both ashore. Bye dear.